Chromatography basically may be defined as a separation technique, that is to separate, identify, analyze and quantify the components present in the mixture, that is distributed between the stationary phase and the mobile phase. Mainly the separation is depends upon the distribution factors between the stationary phase and the mobile. So in the case of paper chromatography, we are using the paper as the stationary phase and the mobile phase can be used as different solvents. But whereas in the case of thin layer chromatography, we are using the thin layer coated with the silica on the surface of the plate, can be used as a thin layer plate for making the separation. So in the case of paper chromatography, we can use the cellulose paper of different dimensions we can use based on the requirement, and the paper is used as the stationary phase. But whereas in the case of thin layer chromatography, we are using the coated silica plate as the stationary phase. The solvents we are used commonly for both the experiments as same, that is butanol, N-butanol and acetic acid and water can be used in the ratio of 4:1:5. Before arranging the paper inside the jar, we have to mark the line on the paper with the pencil so that we can take the three samples like amino acids. For the samples preparation, we can use the same samples for the two experiments for TLC and paper also. We can take the approximately 0.50 microgram of the sample and we can add 1 drop of water to make it as a slurry or a paste something. Like we can take that by means of capillary tube. We can apply on the spot of the paper which is to be marked as a sample spot. After making the arrangement of sample spotting, we can keep the paper as in the jar containing the solvent, that is N-butanol, water and acetic acid. So because of the capillary action, the solvent will be rising up with a different ratios, so that we can see the three samples will be separated slowly when the mobile phase is moving up by means of the capillary action. Same is the case with the TLC also. We can take the three samples in the different arrangement. Maybe the some bowl is used for the plate to be kept properly, and we can make the marking on the TLC also in the same way with the pencil. We can spot the three spots of the samples. We can get the same similar type of separations in this case. So after the when the solvent is moving up as a solvent front, we can make the margin up to where the solvent has been raised up. Then we can measure the spots by making the marking with the pencil, so that we can measure the centimeters, how much distance the each sample is traveled.